And this role is not something that she would have been a natural for, but she does it really well.
The royal buzz is heating up again, and this time it's Princess Anne dropping some eye-opening details about Prince William and Princess Catherine. The straight-talking powerhouse of the family didn't hold back, and what she revealed could point to the biggest moment in their lives. Picture this: practice runs on the legendary Buckingham Palace balcony and intense walkthroughs inside Westminster Abbey. We're talking full-on rehearsals with the spotlight on William and Catherine, as whispers say the event could be just 3 weeks away. This isn't your usual palace chatter. It's a rare peek behind the gold-trimmed curtain showing us how the crown might be shifting right now. Now, let's be real. People all over have been talking non-stop about King Charles's health. Whispers keep spreading about whether he might step down earlier than expected, and palace insiders are hinting that the timeline could be moving faster than anyone thought. With Charles reportedly going through treatments and his focus on passing along a strong and stable throne, all eyes are on William. Princess Anne, always the one to keep it blunt, stepped up and decided it was finally time to set the record straight. Princess Anne didn't dodge the elephant in the room during her latest sit-down with a trusted broadcaster. She went straight for it. She confirmed that preparations are happening right now, and even dropped some behind-the-scenes stories showing William and Catherine as a power duo ready to take charge. It's tradition clashing with modern grit, and it all circles back to that surprising balcony rehearsal.
And she provides that change of...
But to really get the full picture, we've got to rewind a little. King Charles kicked off his reign with his coronation back in May 2023. A dazzling event loaded with royal rituals, history, and the image of a united family. Fast forward to 2025 though, and things look very different. Reports from trusted outlets like Vanity Fair revealed just how intense Charles's rehearsals were. Late-night processions, secret practice runs, and family walkthroughs at Westminster Abbey to perfect every single detail. Now, with Charles openly facing health struggles, talk has shifted big time towards succession. Palace insiders are saying he's been carefully guiding William behind closed doors, passing on lessons from his own path to the crown. The mentoring has been quiet but powerful, setting William up for the throne sooner than many expected. Princess Anne didn't hold back when she looked back at those 2023 rehearsals, calling them the family's blueprint for how to handle the crown.
Speed and tone, which is equally important. Her understanding of...
She explained that those intense sessions taught everyone big lessons about both logistics and emotional strength. Anne reminded the world how William threw his full loyalty behind the ceremony, while Catherine stood strong, offering her steady support from the sidelines. But her newest reveal takes things up a notch. Anne admitted that preparations are once again in full swing, only this time it's all about William's rise. She described the moment she stumbled upon William and Catherine in a private rehearsal on the iconic palace balcony.
Preparations are now fully underway. In fact, the first rehearsal took place just a few hours ago. In the middle of the night, hundreds of military personnel parading through the quiet streets of London, departing from Buckingham Palace, following the 1.3-mile procession route towards Westminster Abbey, where...
A scene that instantly brought to mind the legendary appearances of monarchs from the past. Imagine it. The couple practicing their waves, their posture, even the way they connected with the invisible crowd below, all under Anne's watchful eyes. And make no mistake, this isn't just about waving to the public. Anne stressed that the balcony symbolizes power, unity, and the strength of the monarchy itself. Her words painted William and Catherine as determined leaders, committed to respecting centuries-old tradition while still putting their own fresh spin on it, just like they balanced family life during Charles's coronation. Princess Anne has always been the rock of the royal family, famous for her straight-up honesty and relentless work ethic. But in her revealing interview from July 2025, now making waves on YouTube and across social media, she finally broke her silence on the timeline for the next big chapter. "It's time," she reportedly declared, confirming that William and Catherine's coronation is locked in for a date shockingly close. just 3 weeks away. Clips and transcripts flooding online describe the atmosphere as electric but razor-focused, with the family pulling from past experiences to make sure nothing slips. Anne even looked back at the 2023 documentary Charles III, The Coronation Year, where she praised Queen Camilla's steady role, and now she's passing that same admiration on to Catherine. According to Anne, Catherine brings a fresh perspective of her own, cool under pressure, but with her own signature grace. And the biggest revelation, that unforgettable balcony moment. Anne admitted she literally caught William and Catherine red-handed during a late-night rehearsal, with William carefully guiding Catherine on her positioning, while making sure their children could blend in naturally. It echoed the family-first vibe from 2023, when Prince George took on the role of page, showing how they're ready to balance royal duty and family presence all over again. Anne's tone was a sharp mix of pride and realism, stressing just how vital these rehearsals are for protecting the monarchy's image. She didn't shy away from the emotional side either, quietly hinting at Charles's mixed feelings, torn between holding on and stepping back, but making it clear he's fully behind the transition. With this interview pulling in millions of views, speculation exploded online, yet Anne's straight-up reputation keeps the whole thing grounded in reality, showing the wheels of change are officially in motion. And here's where the real drama kicks in, that late-night balcony rehearsal where William and Catherine were literally caught mid-action. According to Anne, it all went down during a hush-hush session at Buckingham Palace, far away from public eyes. The balcony, forever tied to moments like V-Day celebrations and iconic coronations, isn't just a photo backdrop. It demands perfection. Anne painted the scene vividly, walking in unexpectedly and spotting William and Catherine practicing every move. Their entrances, their exits, even their crowd waves and whispered cues. They were locked in, so focused it was like watching a perfectly tuned performance. She compared it to the 2023 prep sessions when the family shared their own balcony laughs. Charles joking about his sausage fingers, while William helped adjust his heavy robe, a moment later detailed by Hello magazine in coverage of the royal documentary. This time, it's William stepping up as the leader, making sure Catherine feels rock solid in her role as the future queen consort. Anne revealed that the couple even worked in modern touches, like weaving subtle nods to environmental causes into their outfit choices. A clever way of mixing tradition with their personal values. And yes, the kids, George, Charlotte, and Louis, were part of the talk too, as William and Catherine figured out how to bring them in as a family unit without piling too much pressure on the young royals. But according to insiders backing up Anne's words, this rehearsal wasn't just about logistics. It turned into a bonding moment. There was laughter breaking through the tension, and William, always protective, was spotted helping Catherine fine-tune her stance so the cameras would catch her best angles. That little detail shows how media-smart the couple has become. It wasn't just polished royals in training. It was two people connecting, keeping it real while prepping for history. Anne's revelation turned what could have been a stiff rehearsal into a humanizing scene, and fans loved it, seeing the grind behind the glamour. From there, the focus shifted to Westminster Abbey, the sacred stage where coronations come alive. Anne described those rehearsals as intense, deeply reverent and laser-focused, happening just 3 weeks before the big day. She even drew comparisons to 2023, when Vanity Fair reported on full-scale mock-ups and late-night drills to perfect every moment. Anne broke down how William and Catherine are tackling this moment with razor-sharp focus and unmatched detail. The rehearsals at Westminster Abbey are no joke, grueling but absolutely essential. She explained that the sessions cover everything from the sacred anointing to the oath-taking and crowning rituals. William, stepping into his destiny as heir, has been fine-tuning his homage pledge, echoing what he once did for his father, Charles. Meanwhile, Catherine is polishing her own role, including her big crowning moment. Anne shared that the couple was even spotted running full procession routes alongside clergy and military leaders, making sure every single move plays out perfectly. And here's the standout twist. They're using tech too. Virtual simulations have been introduced to help visualize how the global broadcast will look, taking rehearsal prep to a whole new level compared to anything we've seen before. Anne described the mood as a fascinating mix of heavy solemnity and bursts of excitement, with small moments of laughter breaking the tension. Catherine's poise especially stood out, reminding Anne of her calm and collected energy back in 2023 when she handled rainy crowds without missing a beat. These sessions, guarded under strict security, also bring in top figures like the Archbishop of Canterbury, cementing just how serious these preparations really are. Anne revealed how the final touches are being sharpened, from fine-tuning speeches to locking in the music. She explained that William and Catherine are determined to respect centuries of tradition while also modernising key details, like making sure the choir reflects diversity in a way the world will notice. With only weeks left, these rehearsals are the last big push to guarantee the coronation captivates not just Britain, but the entire globe. But Anne's revelations went way beyond the logistics. She peeled back the curtain on the emotional weight behind it all, describing this as a journey that's shaping William, Catherine, and their whole family. In her July 2025 interview, Anne spoke with rare vulnerability, pointing out that these preparations aren't only about ritual, they're about heart, about resilience, and about stepping into destiny with authenticity. It's not just about the crown, it's about legacy and healing, she said. A striking line that exposed the deeper personal stakes tied to those balcony rehearsals and the Abbey walkthroughs. For William, this isn't just a ceremonial step, it's a crucible moment. One meant to strengthen family bonds, repair old scars, and carve a new path forward, all while the eyes of the world watch every move. Anne's account of that balcony rehearsal, where she stumbled on William and Catherine in action, revealed a side of them the world rarely sees. She described how William, ever the steady husband, gently adjusted Catherine's posture so the cameras would catch her at her best, all while whispering quiet words of encouragement. It was a tender scene that spoke volumes about their bond and how they're approaching this massive moment as true partners. The description instantly drew parallels to the 2023 Coronation documentary, where Charles shared light-hearted moments with his family, cracking jokes about his sausage fingers while William fixed his robe. Anne stressed that these rehearsals, too, were sprinkled with bursts of laughter and subtle gestures of reassurance. What could have been a stressful, high-pressure drill turned instead into a space where William and Catherine leaned on each other and found connection in the chaos. And Catherine, she shines in these moments. Her calm poise is proof of her resilience after years under relentless media scrutiny and personal battles with her health. Meanwhile, the sessions inside Westminster Abbey carried even heavier emotions. Anne revealed how William has been poring over archival footage of Queen Elizabeth II's 1953 coronation, studying his grandmother's composure to channel into his own performance, showing just how seriously he's taking this. These rehearsals aren't just about memorizing the oath or rehearsing the crown placement. They've become reflective pauses, opportunities for William to face the weight of his future head-on. Anne praised Catherine's unwavering presence at his side, noting how she echoes Camilla's supportive role in 2023, but with her own modern grace and confidence. In Anne's words, Catherine has stepped up in ways that are nothing short of remarkable. Anne spoke about Catherine's ability to balance her demanding public duties with the emotional work of guiding her children through this life-changing transition. She revealed how William and Catherine are carefully bringing Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis into the fold, not as extras, but as part of the story. Anne described it as a thoughtful process, making sure George, the future heir, feels prepared for what's ahead without being buried by pressure. At one Abbey session, George was spotted practicing his role as a page, with his parents offering gentle encouragement to build his confidence. Meanwhile, Charlotte and Louis were being eased in with playful touches, like practicing balcony waves and small cues that made the rehearsals feel fun instead of frightening. According to Anne, these sweet moments are about creating family memories that ground the children in their unique roles while still protecting their sense of normal childhood. It's a delicate balancing act, showing how determined William and Catherine are to shield their kids from the crushing weight of royal life. Anne even compared it to the couple's decision to move to Adelaide Cottage back in 2022, a move that prioritised privacy and peace over grandeur. Anne also dug into the bigger family picture, hinting at the emotions swirling around King Charles's health struggles and his quiet preparation for an earlier-than-expected handover. She revealed that Charles has even joined some of the rehearsal sessions, offering guidance from his own coronation experience while fighting back visible emotion at the thought of passing the crown. Anne said it reminded her of that touching 2023 documentary moment where Charles kissed her hand in gratitude, symbolising family unity at its most raw. For William and Catherine, these rehearsals aren't just practice runs. They're healing moments. They're a chance to move forward from years scarred by loss, from Prince Philip to Queen Elizabeth II, and the private health battles that tested their strength. Anne's words painted a picture of a family pulling strength from one another, laughter breaking up the pressure, and shared purpose cutting through the heavy expectations on their shoulders. Insiders backed her up, revealing how William and Catherine even used rehearsal breaks for light-hearted moments, like teasing George about his sudden growth spurt, or laughing at Louis's cheeky antics that had everyone smiling. These little snapshots humanize a family constantly living under the microscope, showing how they manage to carve out moments of joy even while training for history. By weaving personal connection into the grind of these rehearsals, William and Catherine aren't just preparing for a coronation, they're laying down the foundation of a legacy built on resilience, unity, and love. And that's the kind of story fans can actually feel connected to. Anne's pride in their approach makes it clear this is a monarchy anchored in family strength, gearing up to face the future together. Her candid revelations about William and Catherine's intense balcony and Abbey sessions aren't just royal gossip. They're a peek into a seismic shift for the British monarchy itself. Every detail she shared pulls back the curtain on how the next chapter of the crown is being carefully and emotionally scripted. At Westminster Abbey, rehearsals are painting a picture of a monarchy that's leaner, sharper, and ready for today's world. Anne revealed details about streamlined rituals and even tech-driven simulations, a bold attempt to deliver a coronation that balances royal grandeur with financial responsibility. It's a direct response to the public mood, especially as voices on platforms like X keep questioning the cost of the crown in a time of economic pressure. By spotlighting diversity in the choir and pushing mental health awareness through their roles, William and Catherine are making it clear this isn't the monarchy of yesterday. Their approach echoes their past projects, like the Earthshot Prize, which won global respect for its forward-thinking vision. And now, with Anne confirming the 3-week timeline, any doubts about Charles's ability to carry the torch have been put to rest. Instead, the spotlight is squarely on William, standing as a stabilizing force while his father faces health battles behind the scenes. The ripple effect is massive. A coronation now could flood the economy with millions in tourism and global interest, just as past royal milestones have done. But along with opportunity comes pressure. William and Catherine will be judged not just on their ceremony, but on how they handle modern issues like inclusivity, charity work, and staying relevant to everyday people. Anne's pride in their meticulous preparation screams confidence in a monarchy that knows how to evolve without letting go of its roots. Social media is buzzing with posts praising the couple's grounded, relatable vibe, with fans calling this a new chapter worth watching. If this coronation delivers as promised, it could redefine what the crown means. Not just a relic of history, but a living institution built on adaptability, connection, and public good. One that can still shine in a rapidly changing world. As we wrap up this deep dive into Princess Anne's explosive revelations, one thing is crystal clear. The British monarchy is standing at a historic crossroads. The striking images of Prince William and Princess Catherine caught practicing on the Buckingham Palace balcony, paired with their relentless drills at Westminster Abbey, show a royal family not just preparing for history, but rewriting it in real time. With the coronation now just 3 weeks away, Anne's raw interview has set social media ablaze, flooding platforms like X with reactions from stunned fans and critics alike. Her words peeled back the velvet curtain to expose the meticulous groundwork powering what could be the most defining moment of this generation's monarchy. And this isn't just pageantry with crowns and robes. It's about William and Catherine stepping up as a couple ready to redefine leadership for the modern age, all while carrying the crushing weight of traditions that span centuries. Anne's testimony makes it clear the monarchy isn't fading into history books, it's pushing itself into a bold reset. But the burning question now, what does this shift mean for the monarchy's future? And how do you, the royal watchers, feel about this daring new chapter unfolding before our eyes? Posts on X reveal just how divided the public is. Some are cheering William and Catherine's bold, forward-thinking vision, praising their push for accessibility, inclusivity, and family values. But others fire back, worried that too much change could water down the very grandeur that has always defined the crown. Anne's balcony revelations hit hard, precision fused with genuine warmth, painting a monarchy desperate to connect with younger generations who demand authenticity over empty pomp. And those Abbey sessions, packed with tech-driven simulations, fresh music choices, and a diverse choir, proof that William and Catherine are honouring history, but refusing to be trapped by it. It's a razor-thin balance. Anne's pride makes one thing clear: the couple is determined to get it right. But here's the real question. Does this evolution resonate with you? Are William and Catherine shaping a relatable monarchy for the 21st century, or are they straying too far from the sacred traditions that have anchored the crown for centuries? And don't forget, Anne hinted that speeding up this transition could steady the monarchy at a time of uncertainty around King Charles's health, giving Britain the stability it craves. But here's the twist. This streamlined coronation, with its family-first focus, sparks debate worldwide. Can a scaled-back spectacle still command the same global allure as Queen Elizabeth II's legendary 1953 crowning, or even the grandeur of Charles's 2023 ceremony? Yes, sources like Vanity Fair remind us of the billions in tourism and merchandise such events generate. But skeptics wonder, if William and Catherine strip away some of the glitter, will the magic fade? Or could it shine even brighter because of its modern relevance? Their rehearsals already whisper a new era. Sustainability woven into their attire, mental health awareness spotlighted in subtle cues, unity emphasized over opulence. It's bold, it's fresh, but will it satisfy those who cling to the monarchy's larger-than-life legacy? And this is where you step in. The monarchy is more than an institution. It's a living story, shaped by public perception. So, do you see William and Catherine's approach as a masterstroke, humanizing the crown for the 21st century? Or do you fear this new path risks eroding the mystique that has made the crown timeless? Maybe you're somewhere in the middle, excited for change, but nostalgic for the pageantry of old. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear every perspective, whether you're team tradition or team transformation. And don't forget to share this with your fellow royal enthusiasts to spark the conversation. Hit that like button and subscribe to stay in the loop, because the throne is evolving and your voice is part of its next chapter. Until next time, keep your eyes on the crown. And here's the kicker. This role wasn't one Catherine was ever expected to be a natural for, but she's proven otherwise. She's brought a fresh pace, a new tone, and above all, a steadying presence that makes all the difference to the king. By every account, she's been outstanding. And as we speak, preparations are no longer just whispers. The very first rehearsal actually took place just hours ago, in the dead of night. Hundreds of military personnel parading through the quiet streets of London, departing from Buckingham Palace, tracing that historic 1.3-mile route to Westminster Abbey. A scene fit for history, but this time it's not just ceremony, it's rehearsal. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel where the intrigue of the British monarchy never sleeps. Princess Anne, the royal family's no-nonsense powerhouse, has just dropped some bombshell details in a brand new interview, and it's all about Prince William and Princess Catherine preparing for what could be the biggest moment of their lives. We're talking secret balcony rehearsals at Buckingham Palace, where they were literally caught practicing their waves, and intense late-night sessions inside Westminster Abbey. And here's the kicker, the whole thing might be happening in just 3 weeks' time. This isn't idle gossip, this is a rare peek behind the velvet curtain, showing us how the throne's future is being shaped right now. But before we dive in, hit that like button and subscribe, because trust me, you don't want to miss this royal whirlwind. Princess Anne decided to tackle the elephant in the room during her latest sit-down with a trusted broadcaster. And in classic Anne style, she didn't hold back. She confirmed what so many royal watchers have been whispering. Preparations are very much underway. But she didn't stop there. Anne shared anecdotes that painted William and Catherine as the ultimate team players, a story of tradition colliding with modern grit. And it all begins with one unexpected balcony moment. To really understand the weight of this, let's rewind. King Charles's reign kicked off with his coronation in May 2023, a spectacle drenched in pomp, ritual, and family unity. But now, just 2 years later, the landscape has shifted dramatically. Reports from outlets like Vanity Fair revealed how Charles's big day came together, with meticulous rehearsals, late-night processions, and detailed walkthroughs at Westminster Abbey. Those preparations set the gold standard. Fast forward to 2025, with Charles facing ongoing health challenges, the conversation has turned to succession. And according to insiders, he's been quietly mentoring William, passing down lessons from his own journey. Anne herself referenced those 2023 rehearsals, saying the family learned valuable lessons about logistics, timing, and even emotional resilience. She highlighted how William was deeply involved back then, pledging loyalty, while Catherine played her supportive role from the sidelines. But Anne's latest bombshell goes even further. She revealed that preparations are ramping up once again, this time for William's ascent. And in her words, she actually caught William and Catherine mid-practice on the Buckingham Palace balcony. A private rehearsal echoing the iconic appearances of monarchs past. Anne described walking in unexpectedly, and there they were, the future king and queen side by side, practicing their waves and interactions with the imagined crowds below. Now, onto the heart of the drama, that balcony rehearsal where William and Catherine were caught in action. According to Princess Anne, it all happened during a discreet evening session at Buckingham Palace, far from the public eye. The balcony itself, a symbol of royal milestones from V-Day celebrations to coronations, demands nothing less than perfection. Anne described walking into the scene unexpectedly, and there they were, William and Catherine, side by side, rehearsing their entrances and exits, complete with mock waves and whispered cues. They were so focused, so in sync, that she said it was like watching a perfectly tuned machine at work. Anne even drew a parallel to 2023, recalling those lighter balcony moments when Charles joked about his sausage fingers while William fussed over his father's robe, a scene captured in Hello magazine's coverage of the Coronation documentary. But this time, the roles have shifted. It's William taking the lead, guiding Catherine with quiet confidence, ensuring she feels secure in her role as the future Queen Consort. Anne revealed that even their attire rehearsals carry subtle modern touches, like nods to environmental causes stitched into tradition, and it wasn't just about themselves. William and Catherine reportedly discussed how to weave their children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, into the moment. A family affair, yes, but carefully balanced to keep the young ones from feeling overwhelmed. Insiders confirm what Anne described. This wasn't only logistics, this was bonding. There was laughter breaking the tension, moments of lightheartedness, and William, ever the protector, even adjusted Catherine's stance to make sure she'd be framed perfectly for the cameras. A small detail that speaks volumes about their media-savvy approach. In short, this private rehearsal didn't just show preparation, it showed heart. It humanized them. Showing the sweat behind the sparkle, Anne's revelation stripped away the glamour and gave us something real, a glimpse of the grit that has fans rallying behind this new royal chapter. But the story doesn't stop at Buckingham Palace. The spotlight now shifts to the hallowed halls of Westminster Abbey, the very stage where history is made. Princess Anne's interview painted the scene in vivid detail. Rehearsals filled with intensity, reverence, and a ticking clock. Just 3 weeks before the coronation, she even drew comparisons to Charles's 2023 coronation, when Vanity Fair reported on late-night drills and life-size mock-ups inside the Abbey to make sure not a single step went wrong. Anne explained that William and Catherine are approaching this moment with even sharper focus. The Abbey rehearsals are grueling but essential. William, as heir, has been practicing his homage pledge, echoing the promise he once made to his father. Meanwhile, Catherine prepares for her own crowning moment, perfecting the role of supportive Queen Consort with quiet strength. And this isn't just walking in straight lines. Anne revealed the couple was spotted running through full procession routes alongside clergy and military leaders, drilling every detail until flawless. One standout twist: they've brought in modern tech, virtual simulations to preview how the coronation will look to a global audience, a futuristic step forward for a centuries-old tradition. The Abbey Rehearsals, complete with tech-savvy simulations and an inclusive choir, reveal a coronation designed to honor tradition while embracing modern values. It's a delicate balancing act, and Anne's pride in William and Catherine shows just how determined they are to get this right. But here's the real question: does this shift strike the right chord with you? Are William and Catherine's choices a bold, refreshing move toward a monarchy that feels more relatable, or do they risk stepping too far away from the timeless traditions that have anchored the crown for centuries? The stakes couldn't be higher. Anne hinted that this accelerated transition could stabilize the monarchy amid King Charles's health battles, offering continuity in uncertain times. Still, the debate rages on. Can a leaner, family-first coronation really match the global spectacle of Queen Elizabeth II's legendary 1953 crowning, or even Charles's grand 2023 ceremony? Vanity Fair reminds us that coronations often deliver a massive economic boost, with tourism and sales skyrocketing, but critics warn that trimming the pomp might strip away the magic. William and Catherine's emphasis on sustainability, inclusivity, and mental health shows they're in step with today's world. But will that be enough for those who crave the grandeur and mystique of the old crown? This is where you come in. The monarchy isn't just a family or an institution, it's a shared story that thrives on public engagement. Do you see William and Catherine's preparations as a masterstroke that humanizes the monarchy for the 21st century? Or do you worry it chips away at the mystique that has kept the crown iconic for generations? Maybe you're somewhere in the middle, excited for change, but nostalgic for the pageantry of old. Let us know in the comments. Are you team tradition or team transformation? And don't forget, like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop with more royal scoops. The throne is evolving, and your voice is part of its next chapter. Until next time, keep your eyes on the crown.